Let's play darts. Lovely, 30. Welcome to another go at these darts, this darts business. Not doing great at the moment for those who've been watching for a while. Struggling the last few weeks. Basically, I've had a lot of changes done to my throw and it's just been a bit overwhelming. So not much has changed, if I'm honest. I'm really struggling. So what we're going to do today, normally I hit some doubles, around the clock on doubles. Today we're going to do some score training. I don't even know if I've ever done this before, but we're going to just try to hit high scores. Now, all my training's around doubles because doubles is better to train for. That's where the money's made. The cheddar is found in the doubles, really, because you can have a great scoring game, but if you can't hit those doubles, you're going to be in trouble when it comes to matches. So that's what we're doing here. Right, so let's have a warm up. Let's hit some more 20s. Right, all dragging to the left there, a strong 25. So in terms of my personal throw, what I'm trying to do is two things. One thing I focused on last week was this: getting to the oki, ready to fire, getting in position, getting my head and my body where I want it, and then raising the arm. Oh my gosh. Right. I mean, I'm really playing badly at the moment. This is one of the worst I've played in terms of, even when I started, I wasn't, obviously I was terrible, but at least I was consistent in being terrible. I'm at the moment, I'm better than this, and I'm just playing awful, and have done for at least a week or two. I've gone through all this negative chat and stuff, and I've come out of it thinking no more negativity, so let's stay positive. I need to be working on my throw. I need to be working on the fundamentals and the basics. So last week I focused on that, which I think I've got down quite well. We're going 19s. And what I'm doing here now is this week, I need to nail this, guys. So I need your help on this one. I need to be keeping my body absolutely still. I see it in the videos. My head moves, my body moves. And when I'm throwing these, I feel like I'm not moving at all. So it's a real, like, a lot of people in the comments have said, sort of stand like an oak tree. So I'm trying to just focus on that. So I'm getting into position. I'm going to go 19s again. I just don't want to move the body. Okay, I know my follow through is bad. I know there's loads of parts of my throwing which isn't ideal. But for now, I just want to focus on those two things: stance, position, before I raise my arm, and just having the body still. I can't move forward until I can get this body still. That's what I've got in my mind anyway. Right, let's go 18s. A little bit better. We'll throw 17s, we'll throw a few bull, and then we're going to hit some scores for the first time. So let's do that. That'll be fun. Mix up a bit. Better. Getting in the swing of things really now, so that's better. That will give me a bit of a boost. Lovely stuff. Take that. Okay, let's go on to some scoring, gentlemen and lady. Okay. Feel my body moving there. Right, there we go. Let's get this party started. That's a 26. Right, shall we write these down? Look, I'm really prepared. I should be really prepared for these videos, shouldn't I? Right, this is called a post-it note. Let's get this going. Let's write these numbers down. Maybe at the end or later on I can get an average going on here. Right, 26. What a start. Fantastic. 22. It's going to be a long 20 minutes, so you might want to switch off at this point. Goodness me. Right, positivity, my man. Let's talk about something different. Let's forget about this darts business. What's the day today? It's Tuesday. England are playing tonight. So I've given you loads of predictions over the Euros, and they've all been wrong. So not even going to bother. $60. Okay, we'll take that. High score. High score alert. High score alert. Let's do a little siren. Okay. I mean, like all beginners, or even all amateurs, 28, goodness me. You question everything during these bad times. So obviously I've questioned every single part of my throw. I've questioned my biology. I've questioned my life's choices. And I've also questioned whether or not, and this is the most important, should I change my darts? I've only just bought these. You blame everything, really, basically. I do feel that these are too light for me. These are 21 grams. Sometimes I go back to my old 22 grams, which are very similar, but not as grippy. And I feel like maybe, but it could be in my head. Could be in my head. But I guess everyone has these doubts and things. 41. So so far you've seen about 5 or 6 throws. You've seen a high of 60. So this is not really elite darts. I know most channels on here are just like fantastic players. Well, this is a good channel to go to if you want to feel better about your game, really. 45, goodness me. Right, let's keep this going. Yeah, so apart from obviously my throwing, I'm trying to get in as much darts as I can. Lots more practice. One area I'm really struggling in is my mental side of this game, which I think is probably the most important area. I'm so negative, and I really need to stop it, and it's really become an issue, to be honest. Like, I don't throw things around or get all angry, but my goodness, I'm really putting myself down, and I know people say it on the videos, comments. 41, like even this whole thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've thrown 8 sets of darts here, eight sets of threes. I've hit my highest score 60 in eight goes. I mean, we're looking at an average around 40 here, and that's without doubles. So I know it's not good enough. What's that? 21, 36. Once I fill this page up, we'll drop down to 19s maybe. Mix up a little bit. Oh, 41. This is a real struggle, isn't it? Real struggle. Best 3 darts so far, must admit. I need a boost. A nice 180 coming in right now would be fantastic. I need something to lift morale. But look, this is what it is all about. It's about persistence. One thing I think I'm good at is being persistent. If you want to be good at something, you've got to be persistent. There's going to be difficulties, there's going to be failure, it's going to be hard. When it comes to things that people aren't, there's not many people who are very good out there at darts. If you're in communities of darts, and you go see darts players or you go to leagues, you're surrounded by people. But in general, people aren't very good at this. It's hard. Okay, you've got to grind through these hard times. You can't just give up at the first time of difficulty, which is what I'm in now. And I'm not thinking of giving up. I'm just trying to relay to you that at no point during this whole process in my mind, I'm stopping. I'm going to carry on. It might be awful. It might be terrible. I might have one view on every single video because it's just so painful to watch. I don't understand. I'm still going to be here throwing. I ain't stopping. That's what it takes. That's what it takes. Okay. The 60 is just one step towards greatness, in my mind anyway. Right. Enough of that nonsense. That's a pep talk. Yeah, there's a pep talk for not you, but for me. Okay, let's go do this. Here we go. Look at that. The pep talk worked. 140. Crikey, guys. Let's all go home. That's good. That's a 140. That's bringing up the average now. $22. Back to normal. That's okay. Can't just get emotional over each good 3 or each bad 3. It's long-term results we're after here. $21. Yeah. It's time to grind out some good performances, some good training. I mean, sorry, not performances. Not good performance, good training. And good training involves throwing a lot of arrows. Goodness me, what's that? 22 again. Oh, can't even pull the darts out of the board without feeling negative. Okay, let's get going. Oh, that last one, terrible. 41. That's actually a good score in this session, a 41. A few more here. $40. Might need a pep talk, but I can't do a pep talk every time. I watched the darts this weekend. Great European tour, wasn't it? In Leverkusen, I believe. Chizzy with a win. He's been quiet this year compared to last, but he was great. Ross Smith, as I always say, is great on his day. Can beat anyone on his day. What's this? 36, 56, 61. Some great performance. Schindler's been so strong all year. Really has. Ryan Searle did brilliantly to beat, I think he beat MVG. He's my favourite player, so I always like to see how he gets on. Oh, what is that last one? 41. It's going to take a little while to get this frustration out of me. I just want to get some consistency with my arrows. I definitely am not as good as I used to be in terms of like a month ago. I used to be throwing in many weeks of good darts. I feel like I'm way off that. I hit a 180 a few weeks ago and don't feel like I'm anywhere near getting that now. I remember at the time saying I felt like it was just a matter of time until I was going to hit it. I feel like I'll never get close to hitting it now. I know we hit 140 earlier, but I mean, that's once in a blue moon, and arguably that's just a bit of a fluke because it's so unheard of in my training lately. But having said that, look, I'm throwing double scores today because I haven't been. My scoring's terrible. My doubles is much better. I mean, goodness me, that's an 11 there. Right. Let's get back to what I'm focusing on is my body movement. We're going to go down to 19s now. So just check out my body movement. I want to know if my body's moving or not. Better? 57? Still while I'm writing these down. Is there any point in writing these down? I don't know. Let's do these 19s some more. The scores themselves are not important. It's the throwing. I want to see consistency in my throwing. like get that grouping together. Pretty much, the opposite to that. I think it's important for you guys to really see this, because a lot of comments when I've had these really bad videos lately, as painful as they are for me, people have said, wow, it's great to have, someone who is feeling like I feel at home. So a lot of you go through this. If you're a player of my level, which is like a low 40s average player, which is like a beginner, it's painful. Okay, it's gonna be painful. It's meant to be painful. Doesn't make that pain easier, but just understand that you're meant to feel like this. Like there. How do I get my body to stop moving? I can feel it moving now. I know it's moving. Now watch the players on TV, obviously apart from Aspinall, a couple of others, there's just zero movement apart from the arm. I just feel like I'm miles away from getting that, where I can just throw darts with just my arm without my whole body moving. I almost feel like it's impossible. I think that's what's the most demoralising part. My son, who's 9 years old, he goes up to the board. I've told him not to move his body. He goes up to the board and goes like this. And his body doesn't move at all. And I can't do it. Although I think then my body may have moved less. I don't know. Anyway, he's natural at it. Everything's moving here, guys. Let's throw a few more and then I'll throw a few more ball and I don't know what to do. We'll be back though. Always are. I like to just have some consistency with like hitting around about an over 50 scoring average. Not talking about doubles here, but let's go back up to 20s. Oh, goodness. An 11. Yeah, this is painful, isn't it, really? But we're going to keep going. I might bring the pantaloons back. Anyone saw the pantaloons episode? I put some pantaloons on the board. I basically put a cloth on the board. And so I wasn't interested in what I was hitting. I was just interested in getting the grouping together, and it works. But there must be a mental barrier between that and just throwing these darts. I can't even hold the dart. That's how bad I am. I can't even hold this dart. It's just it's like, leave me alone, you're awful. That's basically what it's saying to me. That's a 140. It's a 140. So look, that's good. Let's be positive about it. It's just so like, I know I've hit two 140s in this session, but apart from those two, haven't been close to anything here. Really quite hard at the moment. I might leave it there, really. Yes, I'm not enjoying this at the moment. You can probably tell. The last few weeks have been real grind, real tough. I think when I got my throw analysis through, I thought, wow, this is now going to give me some real direction. And this is going to really help me improve my game by just ironing out all the faults by somebody who knows a lot more than I do. But I think it's just overwhelmed me. I don't know if I'm concentrating on the right things. I think one thing that is really important is my body moving, and it's moving all the time. Any tips around that would be really helpful right now. I'm going to keep going. We're not stopping here. This is going to go on forever, but it's hard right now. The last few weeks have been tough. But we're going to grind it out, and once you get through these barriers, you realise, wow, you can overcome that. You can overcome the next fence. You can overcome the next fence. If you stop at that first fence, you're never ever going to be able to overcome hard things. You need to take that fence. You need to plough through it. Or even if you plough through it like in Shaun of the Dead or Hot Fuzz, when old thingy falls through the fence if you know what I'm talking about there. That, even if you do that, that's better than not even going anywhere near the fence. Interesting way to finish, but you get the point. Bye.